Hey, hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. Today, we're going to talk about four used cars that I think are comparable to buying a brand new car. I was inspired to write this, I was inspired to do this video because of an article that I saw on Car Scoops that says the cost of an average new car is over $47,000. That is outrageous. But the average used car is $27,000 and falling. And this is November 2024. Inflation is going crazy. We are going to hope that the new president will be able to get this under control. And I hope that that will happen for all of our benefits. So today, I'm going to talk to you about four used cars that I have found that are pretty good. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because somebody in the comments wrote for $47,000, you could get two cars instead of one car. Like you could pick two good used cars for the cost of one new one. So I rose to the challenge of the people in the comments. I picked out four cars. I want you to let me know. Do you think that two of these cars would be equal or even a better idea to buy than one new car? All right, so without further ado, let's get to the first car, MJ. You're talking too much. Here we go. 2018 Toyota Avalon. This is the premium edition. All right. 41,000 miles. Now, look, you don't have to buy this exact car. We are just kind of window shopping today. Um, if you are new to the channel, I employ a technique that is known as automotive nerd research, to where you don't just run out and buy a new car or a used car just because somebody on the internet suggested that year. So what you're going to do is check out the Carfax first and foremost. I've made a couple videos on how you can do that for free. If you want to check out my channel, and then after you do that, you still have a mobile mechanic or your personal mechanic go and check out that car for you before you buy it. Don't trust anyone. But here, let's look at this Avalon because it is extremely beautiful. This is basically the same as a Lexus ES350. And look, only $20,000, 41,000 miles. This car is just barely broken in. We got the 3.5 liter V6 engine, no turbos to worry about. The 6-speed automatic transmission, very solid transmission. If you've watched my channel, you know that I like to look at the powertrain. But look, this is a used car, right? This is 6 years old, but it's barely even been used. And look, one previous owner, that is what you want. You want either to get a car with one owner or two owners at the most. Once you start seeing 3 and 4 owners, you better watch out because nothing good could come from that. But yeah, this is the premium package, sunroof, heated seats, Bluetooth. I mean, what more do you want out of life? I like these year vehicles, or this average year of vehicle, because they don't have a lot of uh the new features that new cars have. They don't have like automatic emergency braking, They might have blind spot monitoring, but they don't have a lot of the ADAS systems. And these systems, they're just going to end up costing you more money in the end. They're going to cost more to do alignments on because you got to calibrate all those sensors. And this is about as good as you need. $20,000. I'd rather have this than a $47,000 car with all the new gimmicks and whatnot and all the doodads and these things you don't need. If you know how to drive, you will be fine. Use your own brakes, use your own foot, put it on the brake pedal, and you will be fine and dandy like sour candy. Let's go to contestant number 2. Here we go. 2019 Lexus RX. Only 26,000 miles. Look at this beautiful baby. Oh, goodness gracious. She's a pretty, pretty thing. Look at the seats, the two-tone with the leather. Oh my goodness, we are in fancy land right now. Look, this one I like, just a regular sunroof. I don't like those giant super double and triple sunroofs they have now. There's just too much glass. This car flips over. I don't want this whole area to be made out of glass, okay? Give me just a regular sunroof at the most. I'd rather have no sunroof, but you know, we're in fancy Lexus land now. We got to have something, right? Mm, there we go. We got the clock, the Lexus clock coming in. The GPS is on there. We got the backup camera. Look, the different knobs, the eco or sport. I always use eco. We don't need to drive fast in this car. Let everybody see you coming in your new Lexus. There we go. Let's see, where was this made? This looks like this was made in Canada, perhaps. All right, that's fine. So look, beautiful, beautiful vehicle, 81,000 miles. But look, it's a Lexus. You got another 900,000 miles to go on this baby. Oh, there we go. And we still got some fancy stuff. We got blind spot monitoring, curtain airbags, adaptive cruise control. Excuse me. But look, that's what you want. One previous owner. But look, you don't just go and run out and buy this thing. You still have to look at the Carfax and you still have to get it inspected. You can usually find the Carfax right on this dealer website. And if they don't have it, call them up and tell them to go get it because we're not buying cars without Carfax. Because even new car dealerships have been caught doing shenanigans and all type of things. We got to double check our we got to cross our T's and dot our I's from now on. So that's 26,000. Now here's the next contestant. Here we go. 2021 Cadillac XT5 Premium Luxury Edition. Oh man, if somebody sees you in this, they're not even going to know it's used. And it's only 3 years old. But look, we got a nice vehicle right here. Now, like I said, you don't have to buy this one. We're just window shopping. If you do want it, I mean, you could buy it. It's fine. But you still have to have your mechanic look at it. I don't care if it's factory pre-owned or not. I used to do factory pre-owned inspections when I worked at Honda, and it's a whole thing with that. I'll get into that some other day, but just because it's factory pre-owned doesn't mean it's perfect. Mechanics are still human and they miss things. If you find something that's a little bit off, hey, maybe you could use that as an excuse to lower your offer. Okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. MJ is not expecting perfection out of used cars. I'm not expecting that, but I'm gonna find it. And you're gonna lower that price is what you're gonna do. All right. But yeah, look, we got the backup camera, blind spot monitoring. But yeah, we can push the brake pedal on our own. We don't need any emergency braking. We don't need any autonomous driving. I'll drive the car myself. Okay. I don't need you to drive it for me. But look, one previous owner, that's what you want. $27,000. All right. Now, one thing I wanted to mention about buying a new car, you got to look at it like this. You buy a new car for $47,000, you only get to drive a new car for 1 year because after 1 year, the car is now used. Yeah, and you're driving around in a used car just like everybody else. Okay. You only get to be special for 1 year, but then you got 4 more years worth of payments, or some people are even doing 6 and 7 year car notes. I don't think so. It's unnecessary. Let's be honest. You buy this car, you are probably going to drive it maybe 3, 4, 5 years, you're gonna most people, that's about how long they drive these cars anyway. So let's get them, drive it 5 years or so. Make sure you do all the maintenance, all the oil changes every. I like to do them every 5,000 miles. I don't care what the monitor says, but every 5,000 miles, full synthetic oil, factory filter, and you will be fine. Drive it nice and easy, and it'll treat you good. I like this car. It's got the 3.6-liter engine. Now, some of the earlier model 3.6-liter engines did have time and chain issues, but they did fix that issue. This should be fixed by this year, I believe. Those 3.6-liter time and chain issues came up much earlier in the production of that engine. So, just because you hear of a common problem for a certain engine, that doesn't mean that common problem is in every year of that engine. A lot of people like to say that my Toyota 2.4-liter engine is an oil burner, but not for the years that I have it. That only became an issue after they started using a different type of piston ring. They used low compression piston rings in some of those. But anyway, all right, back to the topic. This beautiful, beautiful Cadillac. Let's see. Can you guys see this? This is nice and beautiful. Oh, look at this. Look at this this control joystick. What is this? It looks fancy though. I don't know. I think it looks pretty cool. I like the fact that this car does not have a turbo. If you buy a new car with a turbo, you could probably get it to last a while as long as you take really good care of it. But even still, some of them still have issues. A lot of the Ford EcoBoost turbos have issues. They're hit or miss. Some of them have issues and some of them don't. But look, you're not going to have an issue with your turbo if your vehicle doesn't have a turbo to begin with. That is why I like this vehicle. Nice and basic. And it's still got the fanciness. And it still looks good. And it's got the nice sound system, Bose sound system. $27,000. I gotta be honest, I'd rather get this one than a brand new one. One other thing that's good about buying cars when they're 3, 4 years old, they've already taken the depreciation hit that you are going to get hit with when you buy a new car. You buy a new car for $47,000. If you try to resell it in a couple of years, you are going to take a bath financially. But something like this, the depreciation has hit it already. So you sell this again in 3, 4 years, it's not going to be as much of a hit. I mean, it's going to go down in value, but not as much as with a new car. Let's get to the less contested MJ. What are we looking at? Here we go. Ford Edge titanium all-wheel drive, only $18,000. That's it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I like this vehicle. The thing I like about this one is, boom, the 3.5-liter engine. That is the one you want. I did a video called What is the Best Year Ford Edge? And I did the automotive nerd research so that you don't have to. I looked at every single Ford Edge that was for sale in the country at the time, and the top 5 mileage Ford Edges were all 3.5-liter engines. And they have a turbo version of this engine. None of the mileages were even close to the 3.5-liter engine. If you don't believe me, take yourself over to Car Gurus, do a nationwide search, and then have the results tell you. List the highest mileage first in the results, and you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see MJ's not just saying this stuff without nerd research. I know what's going on. But look, yeah, so 3.5-liter is a good engine. The pain in the butt with this engine is the water pump. But, even still, if you have to replace the water pump yourself, there are a couple really good do-it-yourself videos on YouTube that you could You could get through it. Somebody in the comments said that he's like, "Look, I never did a repair this big. I followed the video that I found, and yeah, I got it done. It took a weekend, but he got it done." But yeah, if you pay somebody, even still, if you got to pay a couple thousand to do that water pump, I mean, you're just gonna have to do that. I mean, if you had to replace the turbo on one of these new cars, it's gonna be probably $5,000 to $6,000. I mean, it is what it is. Every car has new. Every car has problems. But look, basic 6-speed automatic transmission. We got the all-wheel drive, uh, backup camera, blind spot monitoring. This one has adaptive cruise control. Long as it doesn't have the automatic emergency braking, that's what I want to avoid if possible. But yeah, heated seats, leather seats, one owner. Give me a break. $18,000. You could drive this car easy, easy. Another 5 years. You could probably put another 100,000 miles on this. So just watch out for the water pump and you will be fine and dandy like sour candy. And you won't have to pay $47,000 for a new car. That is a shame. And I'm not going to stand for it. All right. Well, I mean, if you can afford it, you can go ahead and get one. But if you want to save some of your money and invest it in things that go up in value, because cars almost always go down in value, they go down to the ground. So let's get something where it's already taken the depreciation hit and you won't have to take that hit. Yeah, you'll have to do some repairs, but most of these are factory or certified pre-owns. So if you can get one of those, they usually give you a bumper to bumper 1 year warranty and they usually extend the powertrain warranty. It's different for different OEMs, but yeah, look into getting the best type of warranty that you can so that it's good to get certified pre-owned cars as a warranty because you're getting the service done at the dealership and they're using OEM parts, which are almost 99% of the time going to be way better than parts that you get, just at random car part stores, especially for sensors, catalytic converters. You got to get those OEMs now. They're too specific. They're too tuned to that vehicle. So there you go. You will be fine. You could pick two of these cars and see if you think that that is better than getting a $47,000 car. Oh my gosh. People, y'all got more money than I do. All right. But that is what I got for you today. If you have any questions or comments, please hit me down in the comments and I will comment on your comment. Thank you for tuning in and have a good one.